It's Week 8 of the 2026 season, and all eyes are on Jared Goff. He's your top dog in the league this season, ranking first in passing yards. It's the Broncos and the Raiders, and it comes your way next on EA Sports.
We are pleased, as always, to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. And hello again, everyone. Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. And, Charles, we look at this Bronco team. They've certainly found their groove of late, winners of 5 in a row.
And I think the sky's the limit for this team. They're playing the best football that they've played in a long time.
On the other side of the field for the visiting Raiders, they come into this one knowing it's been a while since tasting victory. They've dropped 4 in a row.
Can they remember what it was like to win a game? In these types of situations, you're looking for someone to inspire you, and it doesn't have to be one of your best players either.
Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. So here comes the Raider offense now onto the field. And a glance here at the man calling the plays under center, their 6'4" quarterback.
And what I loved about meeting with him before the game was talking to a guy who takes ownership of his performance. 2 touchdowns, 2 interceptions last week. But all he focused on was the loss, okay? And he did say, if I change my stats a little bit, not necessarily for me to look better, but that'll help my team.
Throwing right away is Daniels. A short one there taken in by Ferguson. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Now a man whose father won 2 rings as a Bronco, it's Christian McCaffrey. And he got blown up, losing yardage on the play back at the 44. Now Daniels. Pass complete, George Pickens with it. This defense for the Broncos, they were terrific a week ago in the win over Seattle.
And the way they did it was by getting after the quarterback. Sacked him 7 times in that game. Came from all angles, created a lot of illusions, and especially just beat them man for man. That's the kind of defense that really frustrates an opponent.
On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. Now he's able to break through 1 tackle, but it slowed him down enough that he could only manage getting back to the line of scrimmage. Here's Daniels. Now, quick throw there, going to be batted away and incomplete. That time he was looking for Jerry Jeudy, and it's 3rd down. You can look at this Bronco defense. They were terrific a week ago in the win over Seattle. And now the ball's out, fumbled near midfield. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble. Offensively lucky they're able to keep the football, but now 4th down, so they'll have to boot it away.
I do think, though, they're going to look at this as a positive. 1, they recovered the fumble, so they retained possession. But 2, being able to punt it changes field position for them. Imagine if that turnover takes place there. Now your defense has to go onto the field and try and hold. Instead, they get a little breathing room.
They punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. So possession goes over here on the punt. And it'll be 1st and 10 Broncos from deep in their own territory. So out comes the offense now with a long field ahead of them. They'll be led out by the 1st overall selection of the 2016 draft. From Cal, it's Jared Goff.
And he's certainly putting together an MVP-type season, leading the league in both passing yards and touchdown passes. There have not been too many defenses that have been able to stop him or even slow him down. So he's got his sights set on another big game right here.
And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now it's Goff. Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. Down the left sideline. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. So a first interception thrown for him there, and that really not the best decision either.
Not at all, and that's something he did not do in their victory last week. No interceptions in that game, but this defense, they're able to take advantage of an early mistake. Now let's see if they're going to turn it into points.
The Raiders offense led by their running back headed out for the second possession. And he's run the ball well to this point in the season, right there in the mix for NFL leaders in rushing. To throw is Daniels. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Ferguson. And down inside the 15 he goes. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. On the bootleg, it's Daniels. Touchdown! A great effort there. His second touchdown on the season. And the Raiders use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one.
As a general rule, quarterbacks don't want to lock in on a receiver before the ball is snapped. But in this case, based on the matchup he thought he was going to get, it was favorable for his tight end. He locked in on him early and found him for a touchdown.
Zane Gonzalez on for the extra point. And that makes it 7-zip Vegas. The long touchdown pass gets him 6 on a very, very tidy two-play drive that time. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Oh, a good return up past the 30. Devon Achane of the offense ready to go once again. A tough challenge here in this one. We'll see if he can duplicate the numbers on your screen that he put up last week, up over 100 and a touchdown.
We were watching tape to prepare for this game. One thing you noted that I totally agree with, great complimentary piece in the last game. You know, they're able to throw it pretty well. He ran it exceptionally, and they hope to continue that same formula in this game.
Complimentary with an E, not an I.
That's my English teacher right there.
Now Goff. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground. An incomplete pass on second down leads us to 3rd and inches. They'll run for it with Achane. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave them with a 4th down. They'll go. Achane. Now inside the 25. And he's going to be shoved out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Goff now to throw. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Luke Musgrave, a 14-yard touchdown. And the Broncos are an extra point away from drawing level. Goff looking to throw. And it's caught. He's got it. So they go for 2. They convert, and along with it, they'll take an 8-7 lead. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Raiders heading out to take over. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43. The numbers for McCaffrey last week. 19 carries, 70 yards.
They've lost a bunch of games in a row now. They've got to start thinking a little bit differently, maybe a little bit outside of the box.
He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. Quincy Williams worked his way back for that sack. Well, certainly not an ideal first quarter for him. Remember, he lost the fumble earlier, and here he ends up on the ground with a sack.
And sometimes what happens when you make a mistake early, you get too cautious going forward. Just cover up the football and take care of it and be able to cut it loose. Otherwise, your offense is going to stall.
They need 18 yards here on 3rd down. To the air goes Daniels. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Up the gut, McCaffrey. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Christian McCaffrey, his 7th rushing touchdown of the year. And the Raiders have retaken the lead. A solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up, meaning when you get on a guy, you just stay right there, and each guy has his own assignment. That allowed the runner to make the big move towards the end zone.
Gonzalez good on the extra point, and that makes this a 14-8 ball game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive. From the gun, here's Goff. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Now a 2nd and 10. Now Goff. That pass caught. It's Williams. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports. Second quarter about to begin from Denver. It's the Broncos in possession of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. To throw is Goff. He'll find Shaheed out to the right. And he's got this down to the 35. Back to throw, Goff. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score.
They were in a very good position to come up with a go-ahead score there. A really good drive. Instead, it turns into 6 points going the other way. Psychologically, I don't know what that's going to do to them.
So as a coach, you're looking at that as at least a 10-point swing, right? Because they had the field goal in their back pocket.
They certainly did, and you're right. At least a 10-point swing, maybe more.
Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT, and that makes it 21-8. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick six. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. The Broncos offense and Jared Goff set to take over once more. And he's an early front runner for MVP in the NFL here in the first half of the season. As you can see, he's a league leader in passing yards at this stage of the game. To the left side, there's the tight end Musgrave. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Good work after the catch, going to net him 23 and a first. Gone. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much. The Broncos at 6-1 now through 7 weeks of the season. And they come in riding high, just one loss in their last 7 games.
And I like the way that this team is winning football games because they're doing it the way that coaches love to preach. Penalties at a minimum because they've been very disciplined, very focused in their business.
On third down, H.M. And a good push up front, and he's able to navigate his way down inside the 30. And he continues to have success running the ball here in the first half as he's already closing in on 100 yards for the game. Here's Goff. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
It sort of looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
And his throw here is going to be incomplete.
That's a big force incompletion there to bring up 3rd and long, and this defense can still salvage a little momentum by forcing them to kick a field goal, because just a few plays ago, they looked like they were headed towards the end zone.
And that is incomplete. But the pressure there on 3rd down, forcing the errant pass. 4th down coming up. McPherson's kick is good, and that gets him back within 10. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx it.
And no thought of bringing this one out. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll begin the drive at the 30. So here are the Raiders now to take over. They've dropped 4 straight games coming into this one, remember, but they have the lead here. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping.
Encroachment, defense.
A bit of a jump there, CD. He breaks the line, and that'll be 5 yards.
And you've got to stay more disciplined than that, Brandon. That's just a free gift to the offense.
Now a draw play to McCaffrey. The tackle by Quincy Williams.
The passing game's been working quite well so far, but the running game's been a little bit of a struggle, and that's a surprise to me. Typically, when you can throw it, you've opened up lanes for your runners.
From the 38 now, here's 2nd down and 2. They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And he stopped immediately there. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. Play action. Now it's Daniels. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. It was 3rd and short, and they go flying past the marker for a gain of nearly 30 yards. Daniels looking to throw. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. Here's the first carry of the game for Cam Akers. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. The Raiders on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 14. Throwing now is Daniels. He finds his man, complete. It's Ferguson. And this is going to be another 1st down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos 21. McCaffrey running up the middle. And he will make his way back to where he started from, and that's all, as we will make our way to the 2-minute warning. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. He'll get this out wide here to McCaffrey. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Another grab here for the dynamic Christian McCaffrey. And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. They'll try to run with McCaffrey. And he's going to ball his way down to about the 1-yard line. 2nd and goal from the 1. Back to throw. Daniels. And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by DJ Reed. This is DJ Reed returning. And the Broncos are going to get the football back at their own 17.
Absolutely a golden opportunity missed there to add to their lead and really cap off an impressive drive, because they've got the advantage and plenty of time to add to it. But on the flip side, plenty of time for an opposing comeback as well. So when you have the chance to distance yourself from opposition so early, partner, you know you don't want to let it slip away.
Denver's offense now set to go. Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, and this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Sliding out of the pocket. Gets this complete to Shaheed. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. A 1st and 10 here. And, you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a 1-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. A shotgun snap for Goff. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
Well, I don't know if you ever go into a game expecting to attempt a kick of 62 yards. Charles, not only attempt it, but make it one of the longest kicks that we've ever seen.
Yeah, I'm not sure you ever go into a game expecting to kick one of this distance, but all the better kickers, they do dream of it, and they show what they can do in practice and convince their coaches to give them a chance. That one surely paid off.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that could change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. A short one there taken in by Ferguson. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Working out of the gun, Daniels. He finds Pickens over the middle. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. Here's Daniels. And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earn a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
Now Daniels. Pass complete to Judy on the out route. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there. They need to get this to the 24 on 3rd down. To throw is Daniels. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock. Gonzalez's kick is good. And the lead works its way up to 10, 24-14. Still a little bit of time left here in the second quarter, but they do get 3 before the half and expand that lead.
And they have to be happy about that, and we haven't met a team yet that doesn't put an emphasis on trying to get points on the board in the last 2 minutes of a half. They'll be real excited to have those up on the board.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. Out of the gun, Goff. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
A couple of quick incompletions, and now they're just one more away from getting off the field. They've got options now. Could they dial up a blitz here or just drop everyone into coverage to crowd the throwing lanes?
And this is dropped. Oh, my goodness, there was no one around him, but he took his eye off it, and it falls incomplete.
Okay, Brandon,
so we reach halftime here in a 10-point game. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report.
We'll begin with red on red, NFC West versus AFC West, as Arizona pays a visit to Kansas City. And those two are tied up as they play the second quarter. From there, we head over to MetLife Stadium to check in on the Jets. And they've got the lead in that ball game over the visiting 49ers. Brock Purdy with 3 touchdown passes. Lastly, let's head to Paycor Stadium in Cincinnati to see what's happening with the Bengals. And they were winners in that one over the visiting LA Chargers. Anthony Richardson, 4 touchdown passes in the victory. We saw the former All-Pro Christian McCaffrey up to his old tricks in that first half. He wound up finding the end zone on a touchdown run to help give his guys the advantage here at the break. We saw a couple of high-octane offenses getting it done in the first half. Both teams had no problems moving the football. And you'd have to think, the team whose defense shows up in the second half is going to be the one who walks out of here with a victory.
All right, Coach, thank you very much.
Final adjustments before coming out for the second half. And for the call, we go back out to Denver and rejoin Brandon and Charles.
And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Broncos offense and their quarterback headed out for this next possession. He had the touchdown pass earlier, adding to his impressive season total as you take a look at the NFL leaders in touchdown passes at this point in the season. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 42-yard line. Throw caught by Musgrave. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Here's Goff. And yet again, Goff is intercepted. Picked off by Deshaun Elliott. And the Raiders will take over here just shy of the 30. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the third quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this third quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
The Raiders offense and Jaden Daniels getting set for this next possession. And he had it going in the first half, that's for sure. He's really had his way with his secondary. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And their defense just helped him out by getting the football back on the opening drive here in the second half. And now can the offense follow through with points on their first possession?
And that's a big one for them because after the work the defense has done, they've got a chance here to open up this lead.
They'll give it up to McCaffrey. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. Here is 3rd and 5. From the shotgun, it's Daniels. And he'll dump this off to his running back, McCaffrey. And he is going to have the Raiders first down by about 3 yards or so as they wind up getting 7 there on 3rd and 4. To the air goes Daniels. Out quickly to Judy. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 44-yard line. A handoff left, McCaffrey. And he's going to be met at about the 43. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Inside 4 minutes to go, third quarter. They go play action. Daniels. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Dropped for a loss of 7 by multiple defenders. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. From the midfield strike, they'll look to throw. And this is going to be incomplete. Las Vegas sending out their punter now. They'll boot it away from about his 35. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And this will be out of bounds, and they spot it at the 15-yard line. Not too bad. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. Oh, an absolutely filthy juke. He's got some space now. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. Now it's Goff. A short throw to Musgrave.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. They set up the screen. Achane has it. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. That one going for a gain of 11 and a Bronco first down. Goff throwing again. To the left side, there's the tight end Musgrave. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. In motion, the tight end. To throw is Goff. This one thrown underneath to Achane. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. Now 2nd and 9. Here's Goff. Towards the middle and caught. And now a fumble. The ball's out. And the Raiders pick it up. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Always costly to cough up that football. These defenders, they become so adept, though, at jarring it free.
Yeah, it's amazing that there aren't more fumbles caused, because now, if you're an offensive player, you go through ball security drills every single day. It's really not out of line to think you should take the ball to bed with you and just hold on to it. But the bottom line is, no matter how much you try to protect it, these guys are pretty good at finding ways to knock it out.
And oh, that is going to be a safety.
At this point, I think it's a surprise when he isn't close to being sacked on a passing down. The amount of times he's hit the deck today, I think a lot of us are reading safety before they even took the snap. Simply a merciless pass rush every step of the game, and that rush earns a crowning achievement there.
Now the free kick comes after the safety from the 20 as they bring the punter on to try and get some hang time here. Taken in at the 11. Now this Broncos offensive unit ready to head back out onto the field. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Now they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
Goff now looking to throw. A short throw to Musgrave. And he will have a Broncos first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Back to throw. Goff rolling to his right. And that one off the mark behind him. Incomplete.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Throw left side, complete to Harry. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 3 quarters have come and gone. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back now to Denver. It's the Broncos trailing, but they do have possession of the football as we begin quarter number 4.
We go tonight. We go 76.
Goff. That'll be taken in by Shaheed. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25.
Hold on. Check.
Off play action. Here's Goff. He'll find Shaheed out to the right. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. 25 yards for the touchdown. And the Broncos have a chance to tie things up as they trail by 2 here in the 4th. And he's got it. The conversion good, and we are tied in the 4th. Still time to work with on the clock, but they wanted the tie now, and they got it.
And I love their aggressiveness. Go ahead and get it done, get the game tied. Now your team has the momentum, and you're staring across the field saying, let's see if you can match us.
And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Daniels looking to throw. A short one there taken in by Ferguson. And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. Line of scrimmage, the 24. This is 2nd and 6. Throwing now is Daniels. This will be caught. Judy. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Jerry Judy, 66 yards. And the Raiders strike quickly to take the lead here in the 4th. Gonzalez good on the extra point, and they will take a 7-point lead. On as the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They now trail by 7 after that last touchdown here in the 4th quarter. What a big spot for this offense. See if they can cobble something together on this drive. 2nd down and 6 now. Up the middle, Achane. And he'll take this to the 32, a gain of about 3. The Broncos on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. That is caught. And he will have a Broncos first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert here on 3rd and 3. Here's Goff. Gets this complete to Shaheed. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. A shotgun snap for Goff. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. To the air again, Goff. And a quick throw here, that's complete. These two have hooked up 9 times now this afternoon as they pick up the 1st. Goff now to throw. Throw caught by Musgrave. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's 2nd down. Goff now looks to throw. Over the middle and complete to Waddle. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a 1st down there. Goff. And that is incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make 2nd down, 2nd and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Devon Achane, an 11-yard touchdown. And the Broncos are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the 4th. Now this one setting up for a great finish. All tied in the fourth as the kick's away. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. Now the Vegas offense heading back out there. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this fourth quarter to try to grab that lead back. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Here comes second down. Here's Daniels. He finds Pickens over the middle.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on first down. They didn't get all of it back, but now they look at third down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
To throw is Daniels. And that is incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a fourth down. Well done.
He'll send this one into the mile-high air, and it's a good one. A 46-yard boot, but just 36 following a pretty decent return of 10 yards. And we have reached the 2-minute warning. So the Broncos coming out now. Excellent job by their defense to force the punt and provide them with this opportunity, all tied in the fourth quarter. A short throw to Musgrave. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. So it's Bronco football as we get your reset here. Plenty of time and 2 timeouts still at their disposal. 1st and 10 here. And he rifles one incomplete. The way he's thrown the football today, almost a surprise when he doesn't complete a pass like happened there, but he needs a few more to get his guys downfield.
Well, the way he's thrown it leads him to believe that he's going to get those completions. And that means the guys going out for passes, they'll run even harder because they expect it as well.
And now a tough spot here. This is 3rd and 10. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. Trotty! And he's going to be pushed out of bounds inside the 10-yard line. Now 1st and goal. They'll run Achane. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. One more time with Achane. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Denver. Devon Achane with now 2 fourth-quarter touchdowns. And the Broncos have broken our tie and have taken a fourth-quarter lead.
And this is the time of game where offensive lines can really dictate a team's fortunes. It's been a tough battle. They've been out there for a long time. But this was a question of who can wear down who. And that's excellent work to put a long drive together and finish it with a touchdown run to take the lead.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. So the Raiders now down by 7. A little over a minute to go. Now their losing streak in danger of continuing as they come up on 1st down. They'll look to throw. Over the middle into traffic, and that's complete. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds remaining in the football game. He's back to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. Back to throw. Got an open man. It's Pickens. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. A short one there taken in by Ferguson. And he's going to get out of bounds with the 1st down. So an ideal set of circumstances there. They move the chains, and they save that final timeout. Back to throw. And some room to run now. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Now the Raiders going to burn their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in the game. And this one is incomplete.
Some coaches like to take the shorter, more reliable yardage, and some, they like to go for the big shot. No fear in risking a deep ball there, but it wasn't enough to get them to completion.
Throw out wide is incomplete. And now time for one final play that has to be obviously in the end zone.
Can't wait to see what they call, but you want to get it to your best player. Sometimes you have to do it by formation. Move everyone to one side, and maybe he gets a one-on-one.
And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. Partner, what a finish to this one. I mean, this offense, they had it down there inside the red zone, but ultimately couldn't execute that final snap to find the end zone.
Yeah, and they're going to walk away from this one, and you know what's going to go through their heads the entire time until they get to play again. If we could only have that final snap to do over one more time, maybe with a different play call.
So for Denver, the victory moves them to 7-1 on the year. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Buffalo Bills. Meanwhile, for Las Vegas, the struggles intensify as they drop to 2-6 now on the year. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next